Oh, the little things in cricket. Andre Russell was on 3 of 5 balls when he should have been walking back after Mohammad Shami cleverly had his stumps shattered. But for 3 fielders in the ring, Kings 11, what have you done? 47 came of the next 2 overs. Andre Russell has absolutely turned this match and again is responsible for the highest score of not just this year's IPL, but the highest ever score in the IPL at the Eden Gardens. 218 for 4 is what Kolkata have managed after R. Ashwin put them in. So much to talk about on ESPN Cricinfo Matchday T20 with Brad Hodge and Deepdas Gupta. What do you tell the Punjab boys as they walk in right now thinking that should have been 160, 170?
Well, the hardest thing about T20 cricket is trying to regain momentum, and KKR have walked into the sheds with all the momentum in the world. What would have been an outstanding over from Mohammad Shami, and probably taking some momentum into the halftime dressing room, is now on the opposite foot.
Who takes responsibility for that? I'm going to go to that one moment because that's how pivotal that moment has been.
Okay, I think Hodgie saw it, and you mentioned it was David Miller. So,
yes.
One, you've got to look at Miller because he's a senior pro. He's not a 20, 21-year-old. He's an international cricketer. He should be aware of what he's doing. But I'm a big fan of the bowler kind of taking responsibility while he's bowling. You know, he's the captain of that over that he's bowling, looking at the fielder and everything else. And obviously the captain. So I don't know, it's a tripartite thing, I guess.
Would you go with that if there is a change in angle of the bowler and you have to then move your guy on the leg side back and therefore get mid-off in and it doesn't happen? Is it the bowler's responsibility, the captain's responsibility, the fielder's responsibility?
No, it's actually the fielder's responsibility because basically we talk about in the coaching world that you got to captain your own space. So when you're out there, there's so much going on. The captain himself he's digesting his own mind so much, but the bowler needs to have some clarity on where his fielders are as well, especially to the likes of Russell. But in his mind, he thinks it's under control. But for me, the fielder needs to take responsibility.
Questions are coming hard and fast for our Ashwin. Some of you are just mentioning his name, saying probably Ashwin or Ashwin or Ashwin. There's a lot of that because there's some drama here in was this karma for our Ashwin after his mankading. I love it. Keep it coming, guys. Get questions on cricket if you can.
You sure that was a message there or was your thing?
No, it's there. I can read it. Crispin Gerrard. Was Dre Russ today the incarnation of karma for Ashwin's mankading? Given that he almost left the pavilion, then came back to haunt them. Very poor captaincy from Ashwin, says Kamran. You cannot make such mistakes. Joseph Way, Ashwin should do a Gambhir and step down. It's all, the world is falling apart for our Ashwin. Karthik Yadav, Ashwin doesn't know how to set a field and he talks about rules change. Can you understand the drama, the fun? I mean, you can see why people were there.
But this is also overflow of what happened in the last game. It's got nothing to do with this game, to be honest.
Yes.
I can see what the viewers are onto, though. It's quite interesting, quite funny.
All right, Samir Sadaf says, way to go, not playing Mujib today. Okay. Yeah. And there's another one from Crispin saying, was Varun Chakravarti baptized today in the IPL? Yeah. Right, Audrey, have a crack. First look at the young kid.
First look... Look, I think for him, conditions have to be spot on. It didn't look like they were suitable for his style of bowling. I did like the way he fought back, actually, in the last over. I mean, he got taken down by Sunil Ron. Many a bowler's been done that in the latter part of IPL. But for me, it didn't look like he was at the skill level or skill sets of a Mujib or Rahman, who's a top-class player in this modern-day form.
Yeah, no chance. I mean, you can't compare him with Mujib. No two ways. I mean, listen, Mujib is a tried, tested, and he's been successful at whatever level he's played, be it club, be it domestic, be it international. So, I mean, there is no two ways about that. But yeah, I mean, as far as this kid is concerned, listen, it's tough. 65,000 people away from home, and they're loud in Eden Gardens. It's loud. I mean, you've played as home and away as well. It's not an easy venue, Eden Gardens, and on top of that, I mean, playing against someone like Sunil Narayan who's coming after you, and with not too much of an experience.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that he's played a lot of cricket for Tamil Nadu, underage cricket or Ranji Trophy or whatever. So it can be overwhelming.
Okay, let's maybe just be nice to the kid and let's see if he gets another game soon Varun Chakravarti. Good comment. This Russell has shown that power is enough. Chuck the technique.
Yeah, look, I actually think he's got a decent technique. If you look at his bat swing, he's actually got he's got a lovely plane. The bat swing that he actually does he gets a nice platform. He doesn't think about playing elegant cover drives with a high elbow. But what he does, for his technique, it's actually pretty good.
And most importantly, people forget that hitting sixes also need technique. You know, they need different kind of technique. As Haji mentioned, you still need a strong base. You need, you need to be in shape, and then, you have other things as well that you need. It's not just for cover drives or forward defenses you need technique. For big hitting also you need technique.
Yeah, I can see there's lots that we've already covered, but maybe if you're just joining us, I'll read out your comments. Waki Al-Assad says, if Mujib plays today, at least 40 runs fewer and maybe a few wickets. There's a very interesting one from Mirwai Khan saying, Mujib is my cousin, please give him one more chance. I tell you what, he deserves another chance regardless. But we'll forward this. Haji will send this across to Ashwin and tell him that the family wants him. Yeah, why not? But I can't help but read some of these comments on Ashwin. Why are you so angry, Ashwin? It's the rules, remember? It's the rules. I said, okay, so that's coming. I'm sorry, but there's just so many of these. Maybe all of you should just let it be. Whip in, whippy. Really feel shame for Ashwin. I will not support his team. All right, let's leave Ashwin out of it and let's see what else we have. Mir Sohail, Russell is pure muscle. Oh, that sounds nice. Russell is pure muscle. Don't get into tussle with Russell. Otherwise, there can be a lot of hustle bustle. Well done. We'll send you something for that, Mir. Russell says Zohaib. Is this a great pitch? Will it get any better? Asks Harleen Singh. Finally, a cricket question. Yes. Pitch is all right? 200 chaseable?
It looks a fantastic pitch. Outfield's fast, small boundaries. I think this is doable for the Kings 11. Everything has to work in their favour though.
But it's very simple now. You don't have to worry too much as Kings 11. I mean, all they have to do is go out there and start hitting. So there's no complication in terms of tactics and strategy and all. And obviously, it boils down to Chris Gayle to a great extent.
Ashish Shaw saying just that. Should Gayle go all guns blazing from the start, or should he still take some time to settle down? There's still a lot of you saying Gayle storm predicted. Gayle's going to crack it. That's a good question, actually. Well, how should Gayle approach this? In his customary way, or do you see him having a crack given it's over 10 and over?
No, he'll go hard tonight. I just get the feeling that after his good performance last game, the dynamic of which the way he wanted to play has changed because he's chasing 218. He'll go hard. He'll pick a specific bowler. He'll pick a quick, whether it be Krishna or Dre Russ. He'll pick a target and go as hard as he can for those 6 balls.
You just got to be a little careful with someone like Prasidh Krishna. He's sharper than he looks, and he has that extra bounce, couple of inches more than what you expect, especially on this surface. So I'm not too sure. Maybe obviously Sunil Narayan's got his numbers anyway. So it's going to be tricky, but obviously he has to go hard. I mean, when you're chasing on 290, 220, which is 11 and over, you can't afford to have quite over.
Yeah, Wakil Al-Assad says, this is very chaseable on this pitch, so don't worry, Punjab is going to win this, okay? What else do we have? Joseph Way saying Rahul could have a big one, he's due to go big. Yeah, we're expecting some Rahul, and this is a good pitch for KL Rahul.
Yeah, and I think you'll enjoy the extra pace and bounce on this Eden Gardens pitch. So, yeah, I expect we firepower up the top. I mean, that's the Kings 11, the way they're set up. What happens, though, is these newer players that are coming in, Sarfraz, David Miller hasn't been in India for so long. He's been playing cricket. Mandeep, once those two get out, that's the issue.
That's the thing. I mean, do they have the depth to chase on 220?
Yeah.
Because this could well be a very good start, 120 of 10, and suddenly a couple of wickets, and then do they have the depth to finish it off?
Shama Prakash Ramachandran with a very good question here. Knowing Naren's penchant for hitting spinners, do you think Ashwin made a mistake or a wrong tactical move of introducing Varun that early, Deep?
I don't think so. Why I don't think so is because if you've picked him because of his so-called mystery, you might as well try him up front in the first over itself. I mean, picking up Varun wasn't the greatest of ideas which we mentioned, but if he's the reason why you've picked him, you might as well.
Okay, what about David Miller? Asking for David Miller's role, needs to fire. In some ways, David Miller could be the new Maxwell for this. The man retained and shown faith in by Punjab must deliver.
Yeah, look, I think he's been a pretty good player for Punjab
Yeah.
when he's got opportunities. The problem with Dave is that in the recent sort of 4 or 5 years, he's been in and out of the side. There's been so many changes in the Kings 11 that, management come in with different views in the way they want to run the side. So good to see Dave get an opportunity.
Yeah.
He's been playing good cricket.
Maybe this
So,
connect.
maybe
this,
today.
This
question-
again is a surface which will help him actually.
Sure.
So
This question could be connected. Harleen Singh, can Kings tinker with this batting order, if at all? Maybe look to send someone else at number 3. Sarfraz is who Harleen suggests, but maybe David Miller at 3 is not a bad
I'd say
option,
David Miller. I'd say get your pro in as soon as possible. You want your best batsman to play most number of overs. And listen, if you have to chase down 219, you need your top batsman playing the most number of overs.
Well, it's Prasidh Krishna is going to start against Gayle, and not Narayan was a great record against him, but shouldn't be long before we see him as well. Gentlemen, quick predictions. Are we in for a special one with a 200 heist possible, or do you see KKR having too many, Haji?
Look, it's possible, but I think KKR will be too strong in the end just because the Kings 11 depth with Ashwin at 7 is just one short, I think.
Deep?
Yeah, same. Yeah. I think KKR is going to make it.
Okay, both the boys think that it is going to be KKR to defend this. If they even have to get close, Kings 11, it should be a fun chase. We'll get thoughts from Deep and Brad on ESPN Cricinfo Matchday T20 for our post show. Download our mobile app, and ESPNcricinfo.com is your destination for ball by ball updates of this chase.